So Dave, how have you been, mate?
Brilliant, mate. Lovely
Good.
to see you.
Yeah,
Thanks for
it's
the invite to come up.
been a while, hasn't it, mate? Been a while. I've
Yeah,
grown up a little bit and dyed
yeah.
my beard, and it.
You look $1 million.
I'll
Well,
take
you might have done in
that.
the 1970s.
Yeah. So we go right back with everyone, Dave. So
Yeah.
where was home for you as a kid, mate?
17 Liverpool Road.
Right.
That's where our family home was, my mum and dad. I was the fifth born of six.
Right.
So I've got four sisters and one brother, our Dennis.
Okay.
And I'm number five in that
Yeah.
ranking.
So competitiveness, mate. How was it back then? Where'd you get that from?
I'd probably have to say, oh, Dennis, my
Yeah.
brother, he's like 11 years older than me. And so consequently, when I was like, obviously, when I'd be 8 or 9, he'd be whatever,
Yeah.
19.
Right.
And he always played rugby. He went St Edwards and that,
Yeah.
played rugby union, what have you.
Oh, you went posh school, yeah.
He passed 11 plus, which is
Oh,
more
right.
than I did. But and he never lets me forget that. But it was him that taught me how to pass and catch a ball when I was little.
Yeah.
He'd spend some time out the backyard
Right.
at my mum's,
Yeah.
and we'd. So I had a head start.
Right.
Genuinely, when I started playing rugby at junior school, then you know I had a chance because I could pass both ways.
Yeah.
And that was the
Yeah.
start of my journey, really.
Oh, that's
Out the back of my mum's
how good's
passing.
that.
Yeah,
So which end of Liverpool Road is that?
it's the middle near the Albion. You know
Oh, is
that
it?
like
So you'd have like,
cul-de-sac
yeah.
back. Our Pauline still lives there. Yeah, that
Oh,
cul-de-sac
right.
near the Albion.
Yeah, yeah. So you'd have that backfield, didn't you? Was it a
No,
backfield?
the ICI Rec was just up the road.
So you'd
St
go
St
walk about on
Rayfield's
that.
at the end of the
Yeah,
road, and then the ICI Rec. So,
right.
but we'd do that in the backyard.
Yeah, would you?
Yeah, yeah,
That's good. And the fact that your brother had time for you at that age gap
yeah.
is lovely as
Some of
well,
it
isn't
was
it?
begrudged,
Yeah.
but he did, he
Yeah,
did, he did.
right. So is rugby in the family like from the womb, basically?
From the
From the womb. So did you come out knowing about rugby virtually?
oh
You
me
always,
first, now nobody ever believes this,
yeah,
but I'm telling you, my first earliest recollection was when I was two.
right.
1964. I can remember when Winners played at Wembley against
Yeah,
OKR. My mum and dad had gone the final, the last minute plan, and my auntie had come round minding all us. We were all
right.
home. And I can remember walking in the living room, and it was obviously a black and white telly in the corner,
Yeah,
and it was in shade because it was sunny. So they had like maroon curtains, my mum and dad.
okay.
And then my auntie had drawn the curtains so they could watch the game on the telly.
Yeah,
And I'm like, I'd be like a little toddler, wouldn't I,
yeah,
turning?
yeah.
And then like all shouting, "Will you be quiet? The match is on." And I can remember that.
Yeah, that's class though, isn't it?
Yeah,
So
it could
yeah,
be
it's
written in the
unreal.
stars.
No, no, do you know what? And I imagine because obviously there's football pitches everywhere now, there, haven't there?
Yeah, yeah,
So
far
that
more than
yeah,
yours
that
then.
would yeah, I was gonna say there's rugby was the thing, wasn't it here?
Oh, there was like, well, the ICI Rec, well, I'd
Yeah,
go like playing around or whatever. There was six pitches on the ICI Rec.
yeah,
You know, the weights are probably the same here.
yeah,
Forwards had a team,
right.
rugby union team,
Yeah, so the
and
winters
forward
would be
squad.
strong, wasn't it? And stuff then,
This
wasn't
is
it? Yeah.
union.
Right, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Holton as it was.
yeah,
You know that.
yeah. No, it's mad because yeah, like you drive through now, trying to think other
I
than the
don't think there's
ground.
any on Lee
It's
Rec now.
no, it's Wilmere, isn't it?
Hmm. I don't think there's any pitches on Lee Rec that they're all football.
I think is the one
There's
next to Foxley Heath. Do you know where there used to be a brook?
oh yeah, yeah. Sorry, yeah. I class that as Fisher Moor.
Right, yeah. So there's one
Yeah,
on Fisher Moor, yeah,
but there
but
used to be three or four
loads on there,
in a
didn't it?
line.
Yeah,
And didn't they on Lee Rec? That's where
yeah.
we used to play.
So was school rugby dominant then, mate? Was it like
In the
really
junior school,
contested?
that was everything.
Was it?
Yeah, there were the community game. The Tigers and Ditton Dragons were
Right.
just starting to in their very much in their infancy,
Okay.
and so we all played at school.
Yeah.
You know, luckily for us, we had a young student teacher. When I got into the fourth year, I went to St Pete's.
Yeah.
Excuse me. When I got into we had a young student teacher. Well, he wasn't. He was just a young teacher. Started at school, and he took the rugby team.
Okay.
It turned out that he had quite an influence
Yeah.
on me.
Yeah. It's a nice sliding doors moment, I imagine, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, yeah,
Because he could have been into anything else, couldn't he? And you don't know
yeah,
what they're
yeah,
doing.
yeah. It was. We were very lucky. I mean,
Yeah.
we had a the school team we had was like all concrete,
Yeah.
and it was because of him.
Right.
We'd train 5 nights a week, and he was like, I won't even insult him. I said he was 20 years ahead of his time. Some of the stuff he coached into us, was fabulous.
Yeah, so he's very visionary. It was like we said off camera, mate. Some of the best coaches aren't they?
Yeah,
Like they're not. Don't know if I might get country. Can't really say normal now, can you?
Yeah.
But like the basic way of thinking
Yeah.
in the best coaches isn't basic, is it?
Oh no, not
It's
at all.
so out the box. Like
Yeah.
that's where the best coaches come from. So to think you were getting some of them things back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you think, obviously we're going to talk about your witness roles in a bit, but it's that lit a fire in you that's why you've gone on the journey you've gone on, because your roles have varied as you've got older.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Well, that's what gave me I used to go down watching Witness. My mum and dad. My mum was a massive Witness fan.
Right.
My dad was a fan, but my mum was like a massive Witness fan.
Yeah.
So we'd go. My mum and dad used to go down with them, watch the game in the early 70s, and then 73. Then I ended up in
Right.
playing me playing journey.
Yeah.
Obviously with this coach.
Right. So imagine again with you seeing a team that was absolutely littered with local lads.
Yeah.
Is why when again we're going to talk about your roles
Yeah.
later, but you're quite passionate about having as local, i.e. Holton, mainly witness lads possible playing, aren't you?
Yeah.
I know that can't always
no,
be sustainable, can it?
No, and you've got to accept that, but that doesn't mean you can't
Try.
Yes, and it doesn't mean that's not your ideal.
Yeah. Yeah.
In a perfect world, that'd be.
No, it would, wouldn't it?
But the world isn't perfect.
No, not anymore as well. Like
yeah.
Back then it virtually was, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
We'll talk about as you get older in a minute. So
Yeah.
town team stuff, how did that did your school send you to trials or anything like that?
Oh God, yeah, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
obviously we had this team at the beat.
Yeah.
We won the Lancashire Cup.
Right.
And
would you have travelled against schools from?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah,
not
we
just
beat
into Butter, no.
No.
Oh, that's good.
We were the Witness champions.
Yeah.
And I think we played the league champions, and then we played the Wigan champions in the semi.
Yeah.
And St Cuthbert's that was away, and they'd won it the last 3 years.
Right.
St Cuthbert's,
Yeah,
massive underdogs. Well, never forget, went two coaches like parents, and parents didn't watch the games in them days.
Yeah,
two coach loads of parents went from St Bede's with all the team.
Yeah.
And Roger had organised all that. Roger was our coach, obviously,
Yeah.
Roger Harrison. And
so he taught at the Bead, Roger did.
oh yeah, he's that coach I'm on
Mr.
about.
Gerrard.
Oh no.
Oh,
He started his journey at the Bead.
Did he?
Roger, yeah, that was his first. And he was, when I'm talking about this visionary coach, it was Roger.
Roger, yeah.
And when he
Feel
was
weird calling him Roger.
Yeah.
Well, you'll know him on that level, though, won't you? Like,
Absolutely,
you've
yeah.
always just been
We
Mr.
call him the
Harrison.
MDE now.
Yeah.
Much with the players.
I was gonna say, bet he hates that. Yeah.
But
I didn't know he started at the Beats.
oh, absolutely, yeah. And
Oh wow.
The things he instilled into us.
Yeah. Was he a disciplinarian then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. He was a disciplinarian then.
He's stickler on that, like, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was. But it paid dividends for us.
Yeah.
And like I said, we won the semi against St Cuthbert's 9-3. Actually scored a try that night, which was a rarity.
Yeah.
And I played loose forward in that team, and we had some. I can remember that, so I could name that team, no problem.
Yeah,
who it was.
Right.
And Dave Griffiths was our captain.
Right.
Played a lot here.
Yeah.
Dave, great fella, big Widnes fan still to this day. Dave.
Yeah.
But what a centre he was back then, and a great leader.
Right.
He was a flying machine.
Yeah. Great
centre, scored some fabulous tries for us, and so we got through that, and then we had the same rigmarole. Then we played Oldham champions in the final. I think it was St Mary's. I might be wrong on that, but it was at Watershed into the final.
Okay.
And we had that first time at the Widnes team and won it for many years.
Probably since, you reckon, as well.
Oh no, we won it since.
Yeah.
But St Bede's,
yeah,
have won it since.
Yeah.
It was fabulous night. I think we won 11-5.
Right. Why? Sorry, mate. Why has Rugby League gone away from that?
God knows.
Because, like, I get like kids don't. No one likes losing, Dave, did he?
No, no,
But life isn't always fair, is it?
no,
You
no,
can't be
no.
like what they got to do if they go to a job interview and don't get it.
Yeah. Well,
That's a nice early indicator, and it plus it can sort of show you where the bar is, can't it?
yeah, yeah. There's both sides. There's pluses and
Yeah,
minuses. There's pluses and minuses, but I think society's moved on a little bit since then, and whether that's for the better or not, that's debatable.
yeah,
But one thing you can say for that system that we had then, where you had your town team at 11, and it was selected, and you trialed and it was selected,
yeah.
and then they played inter-town games. What a fabulous format that was!
Yeah.
I'd love that to be back now.
I would. It's some of
Love
my
that to be
best
back now.
memories. Yeah,
I think the lads that are coming through now and have done for quite a
yeah,
number of years, they missed out so much by that because
yeah,
that might be the only time you get to represent your club, your town.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean? That
yeah,
was obviously we had all our main boys.
yeah.
At under 11, nobody else was coming poaching then. And
So I was just thinking that as you're talking, mate, it's like you're in a role now where if a lad get, to be fair, even if a lad doesn't, but at that age, you love the game, but you want to play for where you're from.
yeah,
So
yeah,
if they
yeah,
have that
then yeah,
taste, then
yeah, yeah,
like, because you'd have had like the shell suits
yeah,
up
yeah,
again, and
yeah.
so if
Not
a,
maybe not that
yeah, well,
then
we did though, you
1978.
know,
Oh, usual, yeah,
yeah. So we got
yeah,
like the hand-me-downs and that, which
yeah,
is how it should be, by the
yeah,
way.
yeah,
But it does give you like a little. Well, actually, I want that,
yeah, yeah,
doesn't it? So
yeah.
yeah, it's a shame it's just not
It
there.
definitely lights a fire, and that's not
Yeah.
just in Widnes.
No, that's yeah, it's
But
everywhere, isn't it?
one of the beauties, even if that was still running today, the same two towns, I believe, would be the same main two towns now, and that's Widnes and Wigan.
Yeah,
It was always between Widnes and Wigan. And
right.
looking at the way the game's unfolding now, even today's game, I still think Widnes and Wigan would be
Yeah, maybe Saints as well.
same.
Saints telling my age were good.
Were
Yeah,
they weren't in ours.
right.
It was Saints Wigan.
Yeah,
Lee would always be
we were
very
decent.
were
Yeah,
always good.
yeah,
Oldham were always good.
yeah. Not great, but yeah, I'd say it'd have been us, Wigan and Saints. Yeah,
But it was all Widnes and Wigan.
yeah. So we played. Don't you played quite a few? So as a town team, how many games do you think you played? We played 5.
Yeah, we'd be around that.
Yeah,
They had
which
a
is
seventh tournament that we won.
right.
And
I
then
only
there's
ever played
Lancashire Cup.
7.
Yeah, I did play the
Yeah,
sevens. I was a prop in the sevens. We won that at Hilton Park.
right.
And then we played them town team games. And we played the home games at Norton Park.
Yeah, that's
Got
class.
changed in the old changing
Yeah,
rooms, which is brilliant.
yeah, it is.
For your first like start moment, running down the tunnel.
Yeah.
And you always had Ronnie Campbell used to referee our own games.
Okay.
And he was a fabulous, he
Yeah.
was like a brilliant communicator.
Right.
Always like give you a pat on the back, always like encourage you if you made a good tackle or made a good run.
That's nice.
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
And he was a grade 1 referee at
Right.
the time.
Oh, what like we?
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So first
Yeah,
team
yeah.
minute. So viewers and listeners might not remember, but the A League. I remember the A League. They used to let you in at half time for nothing.
Oh, the A team.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
was it the Alliance? Was it called?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
A
the
team.
A
We
team.
won the
Yeah,
Alliance
yeah. But it was like
yeah.
your second team, wasn't it? Like
Yeah.
lads coming back from injuries, maybe out of form,
Yeah, yeah.
been suspended or whatever. But no, I do. So how did you cope with big games then?
As a kid,
Yeah,
dead nervous.
was you?
Dead nervous.
Yeah. How would you cope with that?
Yeah. Well, I don't even think when you're at that age, you realise it is nerves.
Yeah,
You just feel like excitement. You're a bit fearful.
yeah,
That you're going to play all right. But once you get stuck into the game,
yeah. Just an early involvement.
yeah,
Yeah,
that helps, doesn't it?
yeah. So when you are running out at the ground, mate, because obviously you're emulating people you look up to.
Are we talking about that age group now?
Yeah. So when you're running out, playing up in the park as a like a because you're a witness player.
Yeah, absolutely. In the
Like,
black and white hoops.
yeah. How's that? And did like family come to them games?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. It was brilliant.
And would you have known where they was and stuff, mate?
Yeah, you know where they sit in them.
Because I have vague memories of Norton Park, because obviously where I grew up was right on the corner of the
you
north.
applaud, aren't you?
Yeah. So it's like it must be. Sometimes you must walk into work. Wait, we'll talk about your job later, but walk into work and just look and think, Like, wow.
Yeah, you can visualize it.
Yeah, I bet you can.
How it was
Yeah.
in that. Yeah.
Right, mate. So what type of student was you? Was school
At
social
school,
for you?
well, this is it ended up much to me parents, I mean, certainly my mother's annoyance,
Right.
that she always blamed Roger to a dying day that he was the reason I failed 11 plus. And I went with that.
Yeah.
You might be right, man. Because we trained 5 nights a week.
Right.
Genuinely
Yeah.
trained 5 nights a week.
So your school was club rugby, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was it.
Before
That was
club
our.
rugby.
And then you had your town team on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, I imagine then going through school, the town stuff just got more competitive and competitive. So with you being the best team in Lancashire, would you have played your like a national cup? So
No, it never went beyond. Never went
Okay.
beyond Lancashire. And then obviously went to Fisher Moor then.
Yeah.
That was my secondary school, my high school, as they
Yeah.
call now. And because of where we lived there near the Albion, like the territorial boundaries, we were in the Fisher. Only every one side of Lord House Lane,
Yeah.
like your side,
Yeah.
was St George's.
Yeah.
And the other side, Stewart's Avenue and all, like Ditton and Upton as well.
Yeah.
That was all Fisher Moor. So
Right.
we were on that side of,
Yeah.
and I went Fisher Moor. So, but most of there was only me and a couple of other people from St Bede's. Good mate of mine, John Perlin,
Yeah.
Eddie Bates, and Peter Crank. There weren't many more than that. Went from St Bede's to Fisher Moor, and it was all like St Mike's and Our Ladies lads and that.
So how did you have to play against mates then? Or what was rugby
All,
like in
all
high
our
school?
like original mates were
Yeah.
playing for the Joes.
So
So
you'd
that
have
was our
played
big
each other.
derby, yeah.
Yeah.
That was our big derby.
Was that strange initially, that?
Uh,
So I'll be honest, I only played in the Widnes Cup a couple of times. So obviously, predominantly my senior team's the Wids.
yeah,
So like when it went to summer rugby, I'd cross over. Found it strange playing against mates,
yeah,
but they were all used to it, obviously, aren't
yeah,
they?
yeah. There's a lot of rivalry.
Yeah.
A lot of rivalry. Like,
You
I
get
mean,
wicked
Bankfield had a good
as
side.
well, wouldn't you?
Yeah, Bankfield had a good
Yeah.
side, but it was rugby union then.
Yeah.
Fisher Moor, no rugby league,
Right.
playing rugby union then.
What was your impression of rugby union when you come across it?
It was rugby to me.
Yeah.
You know, that what you had. If you want to play rugby, that was what you played.
Okay.
Rugby
Yeah.
union, and we had a full fixture list. We played every Saturday morning. It was always years like the first year, third year, and the fifth year.
Yeah.
I'd play together, and the second year and the fourth year. So we might be all at home, and the second and fourth year be away,
Yeah.
and then vice versa the
Right.
following weeks.
Yeah.
And then we'd be playing schools mainly from like the Liverpool area.
Okay. So position-wise, rugby league, Dave, what would you have
I
been
was a
playing?
loose forward,
So what was rugby union looking like to you? A back row?
wing forward. Yeah,
Would you?
yeah, I was the
Right.
side wing forward when I started.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a good position though.
that's a great position.
Yeah, probably the
I
6,
played a bit
8.
of standoff.
Did you?
Yeah, I played a
Yeah.
bit of standoff.
I still 6, 7, 8 is the best position on a rugby union
I think
field.
so.
Isn't
I
it?
always thought
When
that.
you're in the mix.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what though, like the 13 role is probably just as good now in rugby league. It depends how your court season out.
Out season.
What did a 13 look like when you were playing it?
A 13 looked like, for those that can remember, like a Dougie Lawton was like my hero.
Right.
Uh,
Got a ball player then?
yeah.
Did Dougie play? Yeah.
Dougie, Les Holiday.
Yeah.
In later years at Widnes, very similar type of player. You know what you'd had your scrum half and standoff, and the 13 was another ball player.
Yeah. So would you have concentrated on the middle third really and allowed the halfbacks to split the
No,
field?
you would very much you were like a footballer, what
Right.
you'd call a footballer.
Yeah.
You know, you were looking for the overlaps here, the overlaps there, and you had a good pair. That's what, because I'd learned to pass left and right.
Yeah.
With our down when I was younger, that I just fitted that role perfectly.
Right.
And I could play it either way.
Yeah. Right. I love the thought of a free roll because I can't imagine now after a certain level
Yeah.
you really get that.
No.
So like Nick
13 at home, just another prop in it.
Yeah. But like you look at maybe if it relates to like Widnes fans now, because obviously you're back involved, thankfully. But say like Nick isn't probably another prop, is he?
No, he has got a bit of
he can play that.
He can play a little
Morgan
bit.
Knowles, isn't it?
Yeah.
But like when you think, do you remember like Chris Gerrard was my age?
Yeah,
Chris Gerrard,
yeah. We
he
signed
was a
him.
distributor,
Wigan, yeah,
weren't he?
yeah.
He wasn't really
He was like a
an
third.
extra
Yeah,
10. He was
yeah,
an old school
yeah. He
13,
was.
wasn't
Yeah.
he?
So he
And
played
then,
six for us a lot.
yeah, so then you'd probably look at if you were going to play like an extra front rower who Ben Davis was my age from all from
Signed
Lee.
him as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So Ben was
top
probably
player.
your front rower 13
Yeah,
money, if people understand that. So yeah, with his footwork
he
and
had
that,
good footwork, didn't he,
yeah,
Ben
he did it the
Davis?
line. Yeah, so he was Lee East my
He
age.
was. Yeah, remember
So
him in
yeah,
the East.
so Ben's probably your extra front rower were the likes of Nick and Chris.
Yeah,
And even JJ, because JJ all Fod's dropping at
yeah,
13, don't
yeah. They
they?
do.
Are you
He
distributor at
brings.
the
He brings. Alan
rug
brings
speed and
Foz
that?
on at 9
Yeah.
off the bench, and JJ drops back to 13.
So was you allowed to play what you see then?
Oh,
Less
absolutely. Yeah,
structure. Because
yeah,
when you look them games on YouTube, mate, that is like proper skill in it.
yeah, yeah.
I'm not saying lads
Absolutely.
don't have it now. They just feel it's very structured now, innit?
Well, a lot of the time when they look to shift the back, then when you're looking to shift the ball, he's very much 9 will be behind the player the ball, 7 will be first receiver,
Yeah.
6 will be outside him, 13 will be outside him,
Okay.
and you played off 13 then.
Yeah.
So you're like 3 men out.
Yeah. Would it be like a catch and pass all day? Like you wouldn't be looking like now they try and shift the dummy drop off
Yeah,
Kiwi, don't
yeah,
they? So you'd be like catch 6 straight to 7, 7 straight to
absolutely,
13.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, right. So you're allowed to distribute and things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, I like that, mate. And there's nothing better than heads up rugby, Dave, is there?
No, 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 no. It's I mean the game's evolved, hasn't it? Massively evolved.
Yeah.
But you can only go on what you experience when you're
Yeah.
in that
I know,
thing.
because you didn't rely on like a last tackle kick chase now, did you really?
No,
It was
that was that. No, I don't recall that coming in to like. I'll tell you, in my mind, it brought that over here. The first setting up for what they call the downtown then
yeah,
was Brian Smith when he went to Hull
right. What
in
when
the 80s,
okay,
mid
because we had that at
late
Tennessee.
80s.
Yeah, like Mad
Yeah,
Dog down, like you
yeah.
kick a downs on and go Mad Dog in the 20, wouldn't you? And then
Oh, you
so
have
you
to.
compress with the two. Yeah, with Roger, yeah. But like your wingers would stick, wouldn't they? But
Yeah,
everyone else to compress
yeah,
it, look for an error. Where I suppose now teams wouldn't be scared of throwing like a miss.
yeah, yeah,
We call it a face ball, don't we,
yeah, yeah,
mate? But suppose a team wouldn't be scared of like, for instance, England did it Harvey Farmer early, wouldn't they?
yeah,
If they seen that type
yeah.
of defence. So was rugby union something you took serious, mate, or did you just look forward to? When did the Tigers come about then? How old?
Probably a little bit about a bit on the 13s and the 14s. We started playing at the Tigers.
Was that a Sunday then?
That was Sunday
Okay.
morning. So we'd play for the school on a Saturday morning and then play for the Tigers on
Yeah.
a Sunday morning.
So is that when the Tigers become the club that like your generation and maybe me dad's generation know about now? Was you at the start of the Tigers becoming a well-renowned club?
I wouldn't say it was at the start of it, but it weren't far off.
Yeah.
They had when we were like 13, 14, they had a brilliant under 18 team
Right.
that Bill Kinsey ran, who won the National Cup. An unbelievable team they were. And you saw when we'd play in the morning there, go and watch the under 18s playing. You're looking for players who are playing in your position, watching what they're up to, and you were like fascinated because that was the pickup age then.
Right.
So
Okay.
the scouts were always there watching the under 18s, and
Right.
you were like looking who they were.
Yeah. Would you have had it in you to go and ask the 13 at that age group?
Oh no, they were men.
No, yeah, I wasn't off. Yeah, I wasn't
Yeah.
off, so that's why I asked now. Yeah,
Yeah, they were men. But
right.
you looked up to them,
Yeah.
and that was a great team. That
Yeah.
some really good players in that.
Would you train like unopposed against them?
No,
No. So
they
you
were a
weren't
few
a
years
separate
older.
entity.
Yeah, yeah, they were like a
Right.
separate entity.
But a nice bar to look at.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right. How did that team go then? Your 14s at the
Ours.
Tigers. Yeah.
Well, we were all right.
Yeah.
We were all right. We were nowhere near that level where they
Okay.
were. They 1 to 15 as it was then.
Yeah.
They were a strong team.
Okay.
To win the National Cup, you've got
You've
to be.
got to be. Yeah.
And they did. That's what they did. Coached by Bill Kinsey,
Yeah.
who was a brilliant coach.
Right. So you've been possibly blessed to be in and around.
Well, Robin Whitfield was our coach.
Right. Really good coach.
And one of the highlights of my Tigers journey, we actually in 1977 we went to Corsica.
Right.
Took 2 teams, flew to Corsica, You know, the first time I ever flew.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, never flew for a long time after that.
yeah.
But we actually flew out to Corsica for 10 days. We were
Right.
there, and that was a fabulous experience.
Yeah.
Fabulous experience.
So is that again open your eyes when you've got in roles where you can influence that type of thing? Because I don't want to jump ahead too much, but
Yeah,
some of the roles you've been in
yeah,
are very like you've been in and around you've set up, haven't you?
yeah, yeah. What that did, that tour.
Yeah.
You know, that was Robin Whitfield, and he had a good team of support staff around him. You know, he passed away recently, Robin, sadly. Uh, but he was the energy. I thought he was the energy in that, and it was his vision.
Right.
You know, let's go to Corsica.
Yeah.
Never even heard of.
Yeah.
Corsica. Well, some teams were going to France,
Yeah.
but we were going to Corsica,
Right.
and we played a curtain raiser in Corsica before the Bala played the French amateurs.
That's a good
So
idea, that, isn't it?
exactly. So the
Yeah.
Bala, that was a big brand then.
Yeah, yeah.
The Bala national team, the Bala Great Britain team, they were playing. We played the curtain raiser against Avignon, who were on tour in Corsica, and then Bala played France after it.
No, no, like that's quite smart. That I like that because not only that, then you've got eyes on representative rugby, haven't you?
Well, it was what it did do. It opened you. It
Yeah,
opened your mind a
yeah,
little bit. You know, just seeing you like a long way from home
yeah,
for quite a long time, and it's 10
yeah.
years
It
being that
is,
age.
yeah,
You know, and don't forget, like kids now, like my kids, and my grandkids now,
yeah,
they've experienced foreign holidays
yeah,
plenty by the time they're 15. They're had sick
yeah,
of them,
yeah.
but we haven't.
No,
You
no,
know, so
yeah,
to
yeah,
go over there where people speak a different language and the culture's completely different.
yeah. Eat everything in it. Yeah,
Yeah,
food. Yeah,
like drinking wine with meals
yeah,
and that.
yeah.
It was
No, you didn't get
it was
that on the
interesting.
Kingsway estate, mate. I did.
Only on a Sunday, nice bottle of Blue Mill.
Yeah, no, it's a boss idea, isn't it? And I don't know.
Take some doing now, wouldn't it? In
Yeah,
the
it
world we
would.
live in now.
But look at the
Imagine
memories
how
you've
much
got.
that costs now.
Yeah. Even if you never went on to do anything else in rugby, mate, it's a boss memory in it
Yeah, yeah,
to
definitely.
say that's what you've
Yeah,
done
yeah.
in that. No, I don't like that. So you're loving your rugby league, and what's rugby union doing for you in the meantime?
Providing a social outlet,
Yeah,
if I'm being brutally honest.
right.
So we played union all the way through school.
Yeah,
A little bit of league,
yeah,
but union was our staple diet on weekends. Mick Ryan, who was our teacher,
yeah,
you know, one of the teachers that looked after us, encouraged us to come up and try a bit of rugby union.
right,
Uh, so we actually played a bit for the Wids under 16s.
yeah,
Keith McGuirk was our coach
right,
and was a great fella, Keith, great fella. So we played a bit of that and then we played for the Tigers like over age. But when we were coming to the back end of our secondary education, like 50s, what have you, we'd come up and play for the Wids.
yeah,
You know, one of the fourth, fifth teams.
yeah.
What were they calling them? The Wasps.
Oh, yeah,
Widnes Wasps
yeah,
with the fourth team.
right.
And I think the Saracens were the fifth team.
Yeah,
And we played for them,
yeah.
but with fellas.
Just a game, like,
Yeah, you'd have a
yeah,
game
and
and
a pint.
you'd have a few pints
Yeah,
after it.
that's what it's about,
And then
mate,
the
isn't it?
Wids was like the place to go, wasn't it?
I believe so. Yeah, I'm sure. So when
Friday, Saturday night, the Wids.
disco, yeah, I
Yeah,
believe
yeah.
so. But like, I don't know if you but rugby league lads weren't allowed in here at a certain point, were
Not
they?
if you signed.
Yeah, if
If
lads
you
left to
signed, no,
sign, it was
no.
bad news, wasn't it?
And
Nuts.
yeah, it's hard to fathom, isn't it?
It is now, yeah. I know it's still spoke about, but like semi-embarrassed by it as well, I think.
Yeah, but it was they were
Different times, and
different
I
times. You
get that,
can't.
yeah. Like Jimmy O'Neill weren't allowed there, and people like that was the
Well, I remember what's him, Freddie Whitfield, Leslie's brother,
yeah,
played at Widnes, great forward, Freddie. We he played at the Wids. I played for the Wids Colts and everything. And I remember him signing. And we at the time he was about 4 years older than us.
right,
And at the time we were like playing up here,
yeah,
you know, on a Saturday afternoon. And I can honestly remember stood outside here. One week he was like playing for the Colts. And all of a sudden, I'll say that they won like a cup or something like that.
yeah,
and a prominent player, signs for Widnes, but he liked the Wid social scene.
Yeah,
Comes the next week, we come to go in. Freddie stood outside, they won't let him in.
yeah, it's not.
It's just
Yeah,
it's
I know they used to have to go. What's
it's
the pub
bizarre.
around the corner?
Service.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
had to go
yeah,
to services and that. Didn't like if you wanted to have a drink with your mate.
yeah.
Yeah.
People think you're exaggerating there,
No,
but
no, you
and that's the
really
way I
not.
say it, isn't it?
It's sad,
It's just the
really.
way it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Especially like, I'm not gonna lie. I can't understand it if you played outside the borough for another team,
Yeah, yeah,
but especially if it's for you where you're from.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
it's stubborn in it.
It's moved on a lot since then.
Yeah, thankfully,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So leaving school, what was the plan there? Was rugby always going to be a part of your life leaving
Well, my
school?
dream was to play.
Yeah,
Was to because obviously in them days, in like the 70s, it was pre any like scholarships,
yeah,
academies even,
yeah,
and and don't forget Widnes with the top team
yeah,
by comfortable
yeah,
the top team. So all I wanted to do was play for Widnes.
yeah.
That was, but they'd only each club had only signed like two or three a year. Put them straight in the A team. If they showed promise in the A team to get promoted to the first team,
Yeah,
and that was your journey. You stayed in the A team,
yeah.
you got like a signing on fee.
Would it
So
been pay as you play then?
you pay as you play, but you used to get like a signing on
Bit of a
fee.
bonus and
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
win money and things like that.
And then you got
Yeah.
win money, lose money when they were playing.
While we're on that, sorry, Dave, don't mean
Mm.
to interrupt. Do you think that's how contracts should be now?
There should be an element to that.
Incentive stuff.
Yeah, there
Yeah, yeah,
should certainly
based.
in the lower leagues.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think.
Sorry to interrupt you, mate.
Yeah,
I tend to agree, by the way, but I'm
yeah.
also not in their positions.
No, no.
So I
You
sort
can
of get your
understand it
point
from.
as well.
I think from a player's perspective, I don't know. They might prefer it the other way,
Yeah.
but I think from a club's perspective,
Should lean more that way.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think they might get a bit more bang for the same buck
Yeah. I'd agree.
on that.
What while we're on that, mate, again, so we'll go back to you leaving.
Yeah,
Say like a lad gets injured,
yeah.
do you still getting paid at our level? Champ.
At this
Yeah.
at this current time.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
they do.
yeah, yeah,
Right, so I do understand it, but I do think it should be a bit more incentivized,
yeah,
maybe.
yeah.
Yeah. Right, so go on. So your dream was to,
Oh yeah. All I
play.
want to read is Dougie Law.
Right. So how did you come up?
Sounds daft, that.
It really doesn't,
Yeah,
no, because like to be honest, mate, I'm quite lucky. So I really got stuck into Widnes in like 2000. So we were only a couple of years away from Super League.
yeah, yeah.
So I remember like the
From the
teams, the
first time
NFB
in.
that went up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So like yeah,
Kelly's Heroes.
basically,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, we was and
yeah.
off to Rochdale we go, and
Yeah.
the rest is
What a
history. And
day that was.
it was, but then it's got like his business was really smart. So I loved Ralph, me. But
When we went there,
yeah,
when we got in Super League,
yeah,
it was
like
unbelievable,
yeah,
wasn't it, when we
and
did.
I loved Ralph. I thought Danny Frame was good, but I was a front rower. I didn't look
Yeah.
at like
Ralphie was a great signing.
yeah, McCurry, and then you had Farrell come down, didn't he?
Anthony Farrell was
Yeah,
in the second row.
we had McDonald.
Ray McDonald, yeah.
Yeah, obviously Mills. He was about when he
David was playing,
yeah.
David Mills.
So we like
Barry Eaton at scrum half,
yeah,
Steve Carter stand up,
exactly.
Dan Potter and
In
Adam
the
Hughes
centre,
was a brilliant
Hughes was
defender.
outstanding signing when he Leeds a new one.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, Cantillon stuck around, didn't he?
yeah.
And then like
And you
now,
had Dimitri, that's when
yeah,
Jason
JD, yeah, it's like
brilliant player.
Giles,
Chris
Percy,
Giles,
yeah.
Chris Percival.
It was such a strong team, but when we went up, like how good the players were, like the Tommy Hodgkinson team
Yeah.
with the ball and that.
Oh yeah.
We were all on the pitch, weren't we?
Yeah, yeah.
So I ball boyed that year.
Did you?
And all yeah,
Lucky boy.
I know all the lads were amazing. Like we used to come in the changes and sing with them.
Yeah.
So I get why. All you want to do is be Dougie Lawton.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I just wanted to wear a Widnes jersey, but
Yeah, yeah.
it means something.
Yeah,
I just
absolutely.
weren't good enough, but that's fine.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Me too.
but we had something to look up to, and
Yeah.
that's all you're doing. That's not
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
ashamed of that. So how were you told that it could or couldn't be? What was the crack then?
Well, my what happened with me, I was playing for the Tigers under 18s.
Yeah.
And we're playing, never forget, we're playing Wigan St. Pat's. And
so you're in the Prem, aren't you?
oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Playing Wigan St. Pat's down at Lee Rec.
Yeah.
And I was having a decent game, had a good game and that. And Brian Hunter, who was one of our players, but he wasn't. You know, Brian? No, a top player, Brian. Brian was not playing he was injured. He was like, I was in the young, we were under 18s, but I was actually in under 17.
All right.
And Brian was like the team captain, but he wasn't playing that day.
Yeah.
Good, steady scrum half. Brian was tough.
Yeah.
And a good organizer. Anyhow, we all respected him because he was like older than us.
Yeah.
Anyhow, we were doing all right this day. Gets to half time, and we were beating the Pats. And I'm lining up. He won't remember this, but I do.
Yeah.
We're lining up to receive the kickoff, and Brian comes over to me. He said, "Dave, keep it going." He said, "Witness are watching you." I thought, Christmas has come early.
But
You know, I thought, I hope he's not lying.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I don't know about that.
Anyhow, it was an unbelievable feeling.
Yeah.
And we went on to finish the game. Had a good second half, like walking off. And the scouts at the time was Eddie McDonald.
Good.
And Eddie came over to and said, "Would you be interested in coming down to witness?" And all I was thinking, I thought, my mum and dad were on holiday.
Yeah.
I thought, wait, tell me how they're not even here, you know, there's no phones or anything. They're not even here, I have to wait till Tuesday.
Yeah.
And we went, and he said, I'll be in touch. And that's what I was high as a kite.
Yeah.
Absolutely delighted. Dougie was the coach then.
Right.
So
that'd have been a double whammy, that, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, I think he was the player coach.
Right.
It must be, because that'd be round. I don't know what that'd be. 17, 79. He'd be either just finishing as player coach, but he was our coach.
Yeah.
Whether it was coach or player coach. And we got to the national semi-finals, the town team.
Yeah.
And we're playing Saints over here, Prescott Road. And Dougie came to watch. And we're ready.
Yeah.
And he always used to have this like brown trench coat on. Dougie, like, he stood out a mile on the fact.
Yeah. I was going to say, it was known for.
We had a few of that, yeah. So you see him on such like this is my chance. Yeah. And I generally give it everything he had, and I did all right. But it was one of them days where, because I was a ball player, threw some nice passes out that were good, genuine, and they just went to ground.
Yeah.
You know, that's not people who are on the end of them.
Yeah.
But if that's caught and he goes through a gap, you look like a world beater. But he didn't.
Yeah.
You know, and for me, that was my chance.
Okay.
If I'd have shone that day, and I didn't, it did took me straight away.
Okay. Is there no second chances then?
No, that was it.
Was it?
That was it.
Right. What would you have had to have done maybe to be seen after that?
Well, like I said, they were only looking. And don't forget, we had the pick of anyone. If Dougie wanted a player, you know, Wigan and Saints weren't coming to witness pinching players. Yeah. We were getting whoever we wanted from that's where we got Greg and
what was left.
You know what I mean? Yeah. There, because we were the top boys. Yeah. So when you were, that was your chance, like to be playing with the champions.
Yeah. How do you respond to that thought?
You get over it, don't you? You get over it.
Well, you were closer than me, but I don't know, because like, do you keep playing rugby then? Though?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So
yeah.
No, not at all. And had a great time in open age.
Yeah. Staying at Tigers, yeah.
I stayed till Tigers to under 18s. Right. And then when finished under 18s, I was on an hour in it because the Tigers were starting an open age.
Okay.
Under 8, Mick Norton was doing another great stalwart of the game, Mick. And he was starting the open age team because they were building the clubhouse. Wow. That was in over here, Parklands. Parklands.
So that was always the
Tigers. They built that round that era.
Okay, no wonder why they were there then.
They built that. The Tigers built that. So it wasn't completed from it. But the idea was to start the open age team, run from a pub, like they all did.
Yeah.
But then in a year or two, this clubhouse will be built.
Okay.
So I was on an hour in, you know, you going out drinking and what have you then, whether to go, Mick asked us to go there. And I was at my mum's, I was an apprentice, and I was at my mum's, had my tea that. Next thing, there's a knock on the door, and it was a guy called Dave Owen, who was the coach of Lower House.
Right.
Amateur team.
Okay.
Who were a lot he had a young team, and he like introduced himself,
Yeah.
and he said, "Come." He was a plaster Dave,
What, rocked up to your house?
knocked up,
Oh, did he?
my mum's front door, yeah, and he had his big looting van outside. And
Right.
he said, "Come on and have a chat about the game, and want to have a chat to you with a view to you coming down playing for our house."
Right.
And he sold it to me.
All right, that's a like clever touch, isn't it?
Absolutely,
Yeah,
still a good
yeah.
friend of mine to this
Yeah.
day, and that's how we met.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
he'd tell you the same tale. He there was some other lads from like my age playing for his team.
Yeah.
And they said, "You want to go and get Dave? Get Dave Roll. We need a good loose forward. Get him to come." Dave watched me, obviously, and he took it upon himself to come and approach me.
Make it happen.
And he had a good chat with us, and never regretted it because he's been a fabulous friend.
Yeah. I think that's the
Many
beauty of our
years,
game, isn't it?
many years.
The game's nice, and some of the memories from actually being on the field are really good. But the ones that stand out tend to be off it, don't they?
Yeah, definitely,
Yeah,
100%.
the friendships you make with them.
It's the friends you make,
Yeah,
and
it is.
the
Yeah.
the people who you even like now, the people who like you'll do business with or in whatever form, your connections rugby.
Yeah. No, it is. Do you think you've been networking forever without realising it?
Or possibly.
Yeah. So it's only when you've got older and
You
you
realise
understand
that's what it's
all.
about. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Because
possibly.
you've definitely had to, haven't you?
Yeah.
So what was job wise? What was the plan leaving school?
Apprenticeship.
Yeah.
That's what I ended up being an apprentice boilermaker at Miller's
Right.
with Ackle's dad, Andy Atkin, was the other apprentice, one of the other apprentices in same works.
Yeah.
Certainly time there, it wasn't really,
Yeah.
come out my time and then got finished up. In that period of time, got married,
Okay.
became a dad
Yeah.
when I was 19.
Right.
Excuse me.
Scary.
Probably more scary now when you look back.
Yeah.
You don't know any different. It's just one of them
That's
things.
the
You get on with
beauty.
it.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's the beauty
Yeah.
in it. Yeah, it's a good
You
point.
don't really know what the world's got in store for you, do you? That is,
Yeah.
you just get on with it.
Do you have a
With a
good,
lot of support
I'm going to say a good
of our parents.
network and
Yeah, we got
that.
married.
Yeah.
Got married. And then so when that happened, obviously I didn't play for a little period of time. We had young kids and what have you, and I was out of work because I'd been made redundant. And then my father-in-law, as it was then, got me in at Albright's.
Oh, look, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my granddad was at Albright. I think my mum worked in the kitchen or something for a
Your
bit.
mum worked there. I remember your mum
Yeah,
in
my
the
mum worked
kitchen.
there
Yeah,
for a bit. Yeah.
she was Jane Sowins there.
Yeah, no, she got,
Yeah,
my
she
mum and
was.
dad never married. My mum forever a sewing. So our Becky's a sewing as well.
Yeah.
But so my granddad was Carnarvon.
Yeah, I remember him on the fork trucks playing.
That was my granddad. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's got like a real good pull in the town.
He was
Albright.
like the charge hand on the fork trucks.
Was he?
Playing, yeah.
No, he bossed me granddad. I don't know what he was like to work for.
I
Like,
don't
don't get
know.
me
I
wrong,
was on
but
the plants. I was on
yeah,
the process.
but no, it's so. When did you get a job at Witness? When did that begin?
That was the early 2000s, around the
When was it?
about
Feels like you've been there
2003. Yeah, that was when I started working.
Yeah.
From
How did that come about?
2003. It came about. Do you know Saga, George Sadler?
No.
No,
Oh,
George.
the journal.
No. That's Martin Sadler.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
George was scouting for Widnes
Right.
when Neil Kelly.
Yeah.
Neil Kelly was coaching. We just in Super League.
Yeah.
And George was doing a bit of scouting because John Myler was the head of youth at Widnes. Brilliant head of youth. And George I was in the Beats Club one night having a pint, and George said, "Do you fancy doing some scouting at Widnes?" I said, "Do I ever?"
Yeah.
I'd love to. And he said, "Come down, I'll speak to John." He said, because he lives in our road in Park Avenue. He said, "I'll give you a knock and say what time we'll go down and meet John."
Right.
Anyhow, it goes down, and that's where I started.
Yeah. So that's
scouting then.
That's how first remember you being involved with scouting.
Yeah.
Because you were at a lot of games, weren't you?
Oh, absolutely.
Of course, by the way, for people
Yeah.
that might not know.
Yeah.
So when he approached you about scouting, was you in a job?
Oh, that was just a hobby. That was just
it?
like on the Sunday part time.
Right.
We were going all over. Mainly, I was at Wigan a lot of the time.
Was you?
Yeah, yeah.
So what's
You sound like
the
Joel
memo?
Tompkins.
Yeah,
First game I ever went to watch. First game I ever went as a scout to watch. Sam Tompkins was playing,
right.
and he was playing. He was just like this lanky, short scrum half for Wigan St Pat's. Not particularly, but he had like he was a short torso with dead long legs. He had his torso hadn't grown into his legs. And John had purposely sent me there, and he said, "What did you think? You know, the first time I got like, if you met, and I picked a few players out there, and he said, "What do you think of St Pat's number 7?" I said, "He seemed all right." He said, "A bit slow, like on his." He said he had a nice pair of hands, but he's, you know, that was my assessment. Like, wrongly, and he said, wait till his body grows into them legs."
And who was it, Joe?
No, that was Sam.
Sam, was it?
Yeah.
So Sam was brutally honest, mate, on the pod. To be honest, he said he was real close to signing for Widnes.
He was. I was in the room
when he released him.
Yeah,
yeah, because
before that, we nearly had him when he was a kid.
Right, because
we went in for him when he was 16.
Right.
Sam Tompkins. He was a top player by then. Right. He was like 14.
Yeah.
And he was a top player then. And John wanted him. John knew he was a good player. And
was it obvious when you watched him that he was good though?
And I honestly God, because I think Sam Tompkins, when he was in his early years at Wigan, before he went to Auckland, he was as good a player as I've seen in Super League.
Yeah,
he was unstoppable. A brilliant player, exciting player, unique, wasn't he? He had like a unique style.
He's got a brain on him as well.
Oh, absolutely.
The EC stuff.
And he had we wanted him.
Yeah.
And he came in, we interviewed him. Well, we invited him in with his dad Andy. He came, me and John were sat in the box at Widnes. And John giving the spiel that we're really interested. But at the time, the setup in the youth setups all across Super League, you had an under-16s foundation team that played like 5 or 6 games, and then so you could select who you wanted to go into that. They play each other, competitive games, really good concept, and then you'd contract your academy players out of that.
Yeah.
So Sam.
All clubs had an opportunity to declare interest.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. So we got Sam in, and we told him what, and his dad, in fairness, his dad said, "Well, we really like what you've done at Widnes." He said, and we would be in. He said, but we won't be signing for anyone without a contract.
Right.
And we weren't contracted.
Yeah.
We'd only contracted after
the
thing. And he went to Wigan. He was probably always going to Wigan. He's a Wigan lad. He was at St Pat's, but we were in for it at 16.
Yeah, he said he was close to leaving Wigan.
Yeah,
it was only, he can correct me if I'm wrong, something about a bit of luck with someone else got injured or something, which sort of opened the door. But he did come, he did come and speak to us again. He said because he had to lend money off his nan for the scooter because he was working on a golf course. And just Wayne, he just weren't having him at that time. But so
because Wayne be the academy coach.
Yeah. So what was you looking for as your point of view in a young lad back then?
But look, when I was scouting, well, what we had like John was unbelievable head of youth, and he had a succession plan.
Right.
So like a 3 or 5 year succession plan. So we had like we were planning to get certain types of players out. When there was opportunities in the first team.
Right.
So like we wouldn't like load ourselves with a load of halfbacks or things like that. Or we had a good halfback at year 2. He said, well, we don't need to go mad the year after because he's the one we put all our money into him. We're hoping he's going to push through.
But you could do let's back rower or whatever.
So let's that be sort of your rationale to contract or go for a bigger contract on maybe a front rower or a winger or whatever.
Would you probably if that year 2 halfback's pretty good, and maybe you have managed to tie him down? Would you look at? He was our age, and he was probably the best player in our age, to be fair. But would you look at a 15-year-old Richie and say you could shadow him?
Richie Marler?
Yeah. So he was the best player in our team.
Oh, he was an unbelievable player, Richie.
So would you look at maybe who would have been that halfback that was older and us that was pretty good? Who wasn't it? I can't remember who. But would Rich be the heir apparent, but he training and around him? Because you used to play a lot here, didn't you?
He was yeah. Good venue.
Yeah.
This was a great venue for academies. Richie Mara was on another planet.
Yeah. I'll be
Skill
honest.
wise.
Yeah. So
Unbelievable
we
player.
would have been 14, 15. He went away with England for a week in school.
Yeah.
I think he played France away.
Yeah.
Come back 10 times better player.
Yeah.
Passing stronger off his weaker hand than he was his good hand.
Yeah.
And just overnight he changed.
Yeah.
He went like level.
Yeah.
And he was already good.
Yeah. Yeah. And he's had a good career.
Yeah, he has. He's done
and he's
well.
always been like, even as a young lad, when he was at Widnes, like, you could tell he was a smart lad. And no surprise. When he was coming to the end, and he was still a good player. You know, when he was coming to the end of his career, and then all of a sudden he pops up as the CEO at Hull.
Yeah.
I remember thinking that's a smart move.
Yeah.
He'll be good at that. He'll do a good job there, and hopefully he does.
Yeah. No, I think he is doing. Along with whoever is working with him,
they've got him back on track, haven't they?
Yeah,
they've got him back on track.
They've maybe had to suffer a little bit for wages for a couple of people. Like, I don't think Cassiata would have come cheap from Lee, would he?
No.
And things like, and Zach's probably on a good way there, but I think they've turned Zach round.
He's had a good season.
Yeah,
I thought it was finished when he went there, but he's had a great season.
Yes, he's been great. But so would you have earmarked someone maybe 2 or 3 school years under the grade 2 halfback?
Under like if you had a Richie Mile in your system,
let him lead through under him.
Yeah, you'd want him to. You'd want him to push through, but you'd always have somebody then a couple of years behind him.
Trying to fit. So Dennis Moran was the first team
in front of him.
Yeah,
Dennis was in front of him. I think we had Joel Penny was in front of him at scrum half.
Then Joel Penny, and then you'd have had like a reserve. Well, it was academy then, but a reserve half back, and then it'd have been Rich, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Well, even that year when we played, sure, that'd be 2010. Sure, it is. When we got beaten in the grand final at Headingley, he was Richie. I wish he'd have played Richie.
Yeah. Was that when Steve was in charge?
Yeah.
He mentioned something about he got the selection wrong. Was it Cass?
We got hammered.
Cass. Yeah, Bruffy kicked us to death, didn't he?
Yeah, they had a good side, but we did.
Yeah, they did.
That year we peaked too early. We hammered them early in the season. We beat them when they were flying. We were flying, and we went to Wheeling Road and beat them by 20 points.
Right.
Richie come off the bench that night and had a great game. Looked a different class.
Yeah.
And then after that we sort of peaked too early.
Yeah.
And we were struggling for form. By the time we got to the grand final, we got there and went to Headingley, but Cass were flying then.
Game too much, maybe.
Cass were flying.
Yeah. They had their own golden boy in Westy, didn't he? Joe Westerman was like the star man with Watsy, wasn't he? They were like the 2 forwards that were really young, good forwards. Liam Watts won it, and Joe
I'm trying to think who else. Yeah, Danny Bruff played.
Bruffy played. Yeah, Shenton was playing.
Shenton was playing. Yeah, Dunquest.
Yeah, maybe Webster.
It might have been.
Yeah.
Well,
they did no. I mean, I just remember
we never got in the game.
Death, didn't
they went ahead a big, 2 or 3 tries ahead. And Mick Nanning got over. He thought maybe, and the typical Mick Nanning try, good try.
Yeah.
And well, he thought might have a chance now, and then the Leicester went up the other end of the field, scored again. Yeah. Disappointing.
Yeah.
But
right. Yeah. Sorry, mate. You'd look for certain attributes for certain positions.
Yeah.
But would you have a memo of 4 players that John wanted you to look at, or did you have rain to spot what you see?
Oh, you had rain to spot what you seen. Yeah.
Bit of freedom.
Yeah.
So you've been lucky, Dave. You've always had a bit of freedom to move, haven't you?
Yeah.
Whether playing, with coaches, scouting.
Yeah. John was great to work for.
Yeah.
Great to work for. Very unbelievable. And I learned loads off it. Right. Loads off John Myler about how he coached teams and that, and you're watching how he dealt with like young players and that. He was brilliant.
They're all at different levels, maturity and on-field stuff, aren't they?
Oh, even
you can see.
We were, we've got the budgets that we had at Widnes, and we don't forget this. We were only just into Super League then when John was doing it. We took some beating. Not many teams got the best of Widnes in the academy when John was the coach.
Yeah. Right. How long was you around the scouting network
doing
for?
that?
Yeah. Or did you
quite a
combine
few years.
roles?
No, quite a few. I used to do a bit of the stats,
Yeah,
and I used to do do a bit of scouting, do the stats on the match day, and that was like over the period of time. Used to do a bit of the kit
right.
on the game day with Paul
Oh,
Hansbury, yeah.
yeah,
But we had some great laughs with
yeah,
him. But we do that, and then we went when we got in. Then from 2000, we actually got in Super League, didn't we? In 2000, and the season was in 2012, but we done it. We knew we were going in a year earlier than that, didn't we?
yeah.
And the CEO at the time, Julie Gaskell, said, because I was like, I'd been scouting then, I was the head scout then for Stuart Wilkinson, he was the head of youth then.
Yeah.
And
He's a bright fella, isn't he,
yeah, he's
Stuart?
another one you've had, hasn't he, Stuart?
Yeah,
And Stuart was good. Stuart was great for us.
yeah.
And we had our own little team of scouts then working under Stuart. Me, Dom Smith, Tony Yates, and Dom. Dom was unbelievable. Great acquisition, bringing Dom into the club. And we had a great little journey. It was our little thing, our
Yeah.
hobby, and we did okay. And then when we got the Super League license, Julie actually said to me, said, we're going to have to recruit. There's going to be certain positions open up now that we're going full time.
Yeah.
Said, and I think there's one of them I think you'd love, I think you'd be really good for. And I hadn't even really thought about it, because I was working or whatever. I thought,
Yeah. And you're enjoying what you're
I was
doing.
enjoying what I was doing, voluntary
That's
and a bit of part time stuff and that. And I thought, anyhow, I had a few chats with different people, and I put in for the job, and I got it. And that I was like a development manager then. So that was I was majority funded by the RFL, funded by the Vikings.
Okay.
And my remit then was to like grow the game,
Yeah.
or help to grow the game, and
Like get into schools and stuff.
Yeah, not so, yeah, that, but delivering projects that they'd been funded for.
Right.
So at the time they got real good funding off Sports England.
Yeah.
And one of them, so we were charged with delivering the targets that they had to hit, to get the funding again.
Yeah.
And we were on like touch rugby was a massive project,
right,
and getting participation, and that was like your focus. And so they, in that period of time, around 2008, 2009, that's when they had the financial crash,
right,
and all the funding got slashed from Sports England, like cut by 2/3. So when the next lot came round to be funded, they had a lot of cutbacks to make, and our level of we got cut.
Right.
So I just was umming and ahhing with taking everything, thinking I've got a job, I'm on it. And I ended up taking it. I thought, I'm going to take it. I weighed it up, sold it to myself that the biggest risk of all was not doing it.
Yeah.
And just letting it go by. And so I took the chance, and then 12, 18 months in, I'd done all right as well in that period. The job comes to an end. I thought,
do you think you'd have had a bigger regret not doing it though?
Oh, well, I was lucky, because in that interim period, like there'd been a change of chief exec at the club, and he got me in the office, and he said, "Listen, don't worry about your job."
Yeah.
He said, "I think you do." I said, "I've seen how you operate and what you do." He said, "I know you've not no experience in it." He said, "But I think you do well in commercial."
Right.
I think he said, "You know the club and you know the game."
So he's seen something there.
He did seem something.
It's a bit funny, isn't it? Bit funny.
Yeah. So that's that's where I've been.
Is that a drastic difference though? Going from that to commercial?
Massive difference.
Yeah. And how did you find it initially?
I found it only getting an understanding, how that somebody in that role had an impact on the business that was the rugby club, and how you could tie all the, what people seen a value in at the club. And the more you learn about it, was one thing that did work was knowing the game and knowing the club. Knowing the club is critical.
Yeah.
Because people who are sponsoring, a lot of the time they're fans who have businesses.
Yeah.
And your common ground is the club.
Yeah. A lot of them as well, Dave, without being rude. Yeah, they're putting money into witness. but they're playing into you, aren't they? As the face of
Well, it'd be very
they
kind of
are.
you to
To
say
be
that.
no, but Dave, to be quite honest, they are.
Yeah, I hope
Because
so.
if you walk away and you're a bit of a bellend, mate,
Yeah,
they don't put the money there. I know that's a bit of a brutal term,
yeah,
and it actually I apologise quite vulgar.
yeah,
You probably don't speak like that, but if you was a muppet,
yeah.
they wouldn't be putting the money
No, no,
where
it's
you've
very
come
true.
from, would they?
Very true.
So
And
it's as much you as it is the club. And the likes of you and Paul, like whether Paul likes it or not, because it was a bit better for him on
yeah,
it, but is a synonymous with witness.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
no offense, wherever you go,
yeah,
they'll first thing they go involved with witness,
yeah, yeah,
and then it'd be whatever your job
yeah,
is,
yeah, yeah.
isn't it? So it's yeah, but no, I think it's a credit to you that people stay on board.
So we said we did that. That was went all through the Super League journey,
Yeah,
and then the club went into administration. That was a traumatic
yeah,
time. Yeah, inadvertently turned out to be the highlight in many ways of my tenure at the
yeah,
club. First time round, my tenure at the club.
yeah.
The response we got from the witness public was
So that
unbelievable.
was your video with Tim the other day, when you
Yeah, we've
mentioned the
talked about
FF
that.
game
Yeah,
and that.
yeah,
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 so I went that game and I hadn't been at a game in ages. I love it, but just rugby league as a way of punishing itself all the time,
yeah,
doesn't it?
yeah,
When there's an opportunity to like big it up, we
yeah,
somehow drag it further down,
yeah,
don't we?
yeah.
So I
Don't maximise potential.
unfortunately, yeah, and I've not. I love the game.
Yeah,
I just don't actively go as much. Plus, I don't live in Widnes anymore.
yeah,
But I did go that game, and you know, mate. You know, like you said before, you're a lucky boy when you're ball boy.
yeah, yeah.
That's how that ground felt that day.
Oh yeah.
Was
There's
like,
magic in the air that
yeah,
day.
yeah.
Brilliant.
So my first game ball boying was when Tommy Martin dropped that goal when Saints beat us at
First
home.
game in Super League.
Yeah, that
My
was my
first
first.
time round.
Like, what an occasion that was. I
Yeah,
know
they've
we
done a great
lost.
job, didn't they?
Yeah, I know we lost, and I was
Were they
getting,
the reigning champions?
yeah,
Saints then.
yeah.
And
And
they
like,
came in. They only got home by that, didn't
yeah.
they?
Tommy Martin dropped the goal, and the stick out because I ball boyed there and behind the sticks that
Yeah,
day with Chris Wiles, right? And honestly, mate, the stick I was getting was for like an 11, 12 year old. It
yeah,
was a joke, but the occasion and like it was electric
yeah, yeah,
that night. And we're on about memories. How mad is it that we can remember things like that?
yeah.
But that's how Fev felt.
Oh, that was a good night.
Yeah.
Good night. That
What you're a positive fella from
I'd
what
like to think
I've
so.
known you a
Yeah, yeah,
while now, so I'm quite lucky to not sort of know what you like. Obviously, we've got both grew a bit older, but
yeah.
what's the atmosphere like in the club when lively to that
Do you
stage?
mean at that stage
Yeah,
when we went into admin?
yeah. Like what?
Hard,
How do you do your normal job
hard.
and
It
do
was
it well?
very, very hard that period of time. Uh, you know, losing players, selling young players that have come through. Two that have Sam Walters and Jared O'Connell got sold to Leeds, who they'd come through from the town team.
Yeah,
Friends, that have worked there, that it's a team effort.
yeah.
Getting finished up because they're not. The administrators doesn't want to keep them on.
Yeah, because I've heard about that meeting, mate, that the players had to have
Yeah,
when christening and stuff.
yeah,
Like,
Tangata.
yeah, like the lads went to sports women. I think I caught it on a couple of episodes, but they were gutted just talking about it like 2 years ago,
Yeah. Oh, it was
and
that.
it was like
It was
over
that.
10 years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So
No,
it's
it wasn't that
hard on
long.
you all.
2019. It
Yeah,
was.
yeah. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like it's hard enough on yous. Never mind. Like
Yeah.
I just can't imagine how toxic ain't the right word because you're all devastated yet
Yeah.
pulling in the same direction. Like
Yeah.
lads were training on the wreck on the
Yeah.
slime,
Yeah.
weren't they? I just don't know how you can. Well, I do because you love the club, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
But it must have just been so like nerve wracking.
It, to where we'd like stabilise the club was probably one of the highlights of
Yeah,
my time there.
you can see it in your face. To be
Yeah.
fair, mate.
As any sports fan,
Yeah,
the one thing you've got to have it's hope.
Yeah, no
You
way
know,
else. Yeah,
you grasp at hope, don't you?
yeah. It's what keeps you there.
Season,
Yeah,
season to season.
yeah,
You know, no matter what, you look at the squad, you think he could do a job for us this year. We could have a good year this year.
yeah,
No matter how bad last year's been, you'd always look. You get close season comes, you get re-energized, and you look forward to the next season.
yeah.
Yeah,
Because there's been a few appointments in the club, different levels, where on paper the appointment's like great,
yeah.
but I don't know how much people have really bought in, fan wise, and also the other way, you don't know how much that appointment's bought in. But I'm thinking how he's fully invested in taking Witness somewhere, and he like
Tim.
Al Coleman, sorry.
Oh, Alan Coleman.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
sorry, yeah,
So I know Tim's Witness,
yeah,
mate.
yeah,
I've been lucky to have Sherlock on. Like he bleeds
yeah.
it, doesn't he? But Alan's really adamant in what can be done and where he wants
I've
to
only
go.
met, I've met him. So obviously I've only been back at the club a couple
Yeah,
of weeks now. But I had joined the foundation as trustee member.
right.
So I'd heard all the people who were new at the club that were still there, that kept in contact with. They all spoke really highly of this coach,
Yeah,
you know, and I watched what he was doing, and they all spoke really highly of him. And seeing some of the things, sort of the way he conducted himself, how positive he was, and that, I thought, in many ways, a breath of fresh air.
yeah,
This lad, and when I got to know him, luckily enough, got introduced to him and got to know him a little bit, and sort of just want to go and
yeah,
meet. He's a breath of fresh air.
yeah. I was a bit crappy on him. I didn't know he was on holiday when he come on this.
Did you?
I was like, "Where are you?" He's like, "I'm on holiday. It's all right." I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." I was like, "Oh, no way." But no, I need to
He's
thank him.
very he's unique.
Yeah,
I'll go as fast as he's unique.
yeah. But no, Tim will have no intention other than absolutely taking Witness as far and as high as he can,
Yeah,
will he?
and it's early days for Tim.
Yeah,
He's coming as general manager, and very much. Well, one of the main reasons I wanted to come back, you know,
right.
I was going to come back to the
Yeah,
club because Tim was in charge.
right.
I've always had the utmost respect for him and worked well with him. You know, I've been part of his journey,
Yeah,
you know, coming through as a young lad.
yeah,
And he had some bad luck with injuries and illness,
yeah.
Tim, and seeing all that with him. And always like had a lot of time for him. I think I do a great job.
I do, mate.
I
Yeah,
think I do a great job.
yeah.
And I'll
So,
do my very best to help him with that.
mate, I don't doubt that. So, before we touch on what your role is now, it's out there, mate.
Yeah,
Um, who, when you were scouting,
yeah.
has really excelled and gone to a level where you thought they would?
Mm.
And I don't expect you to answer this, but have you seen many that slip in the net to wide term in it? Because you can still be a good
Yeah,
player and somehow not make it.
yeah, yeah.
But has there
Oh,
been
absolutely,
lads
yeah,
where like they've absolutely wasted the talent
yeah.
and it's
Loads of them,
frustrated you?
loads of them. The thing when when you learn, you know, the art. It's an art scouting
Yeah,
because there's two different set parts of it, and there's talent ID,
yeah,
and then there's scouting and recruitment. The skills in talent ID.
yeah.
Sorry, the skills in recruitment.
Recruitment,
Recruitment is the skill.
right?
When you know, it's easy to go out there and look and say, oh, he's the fastest, he's big as he's scored all the tries, or he's making all the big hits and everything. No, that doesn't necessarily follow suit with, because what you know, what they don't know is what's waiting for them on the other side.
Yeah,
What sort of environment's waiting for them, and the slog, the hard roller coaster journey of being a potential Super League player. How hard that journey is, and I can't emphasise that it is.
yeah,
Uh, So you're looking for like indicators for people that have got the character to sort of blossom in that environment.
yeah.
You know, and sometimes that isn't the kid who's
Rip it up
flashing,
years.
ripping, throwing, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
But that's from a witness
yeah,
perspective. You know, that kid might go to another club, but at witness, we were looking for different things
yeah.
because obviously we were behind the eight ball. Even in Super League, you know, we were surrounded by Warwick and Saints and Wigan.
Oh, we were punching, weren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we were trying to find different things. We were trying to find different character traits that we thought were like more had longevity that would help them become stronger players. And it's that things, but you're
unpolished gems in it, and it's
things that you're looking for that because our expectation level, if you were bringing play, if you're at Warrington or at Wigan, same team, bringing players in, they expect, even the fans in the club expect them to be like the top line players.
So to do,
we were looking for a different route, and so how we could produce players and be competitive, and we've had some success, quite a lot of success within that sort of area.
Yeah. No, it is. It's tricky one. And again, I ask you these things, mate, because as a fan, we won't understand that, will we?
Yeah.
Knowledge is power, in it.
A key thing, a real key one that I'd say to anyone, that asked me that question, whether it be a young player or that's coming up to his journey. So one of the key traits we used to look for was the listening skills. Because I tried to convince myself, but I got told that, and it always stuck with me that. And what we got was, if you were watching like a community game, say under 13s, 14s and everything, and there was kids that were standing out, like him, look at him and everything, and they'd watch him at half time with a coach talking. And sometimes, a lot of the time, these star players weren't listening to him. They were like looking over here, or they were just messing around. Messing around, talking to somebody else. No, they weren't listening to the coach. And no matter how you look at it and you think, we'll get him in the club, and when he's in the academy, he'll listen, then they don't. That's we were looking for the ones that were listening. That were listening to the coach because they want to get better. Invariably, they're the ones that I've got to read. One thing you've got to have is like an insatiable appetite to play the game, because it's that hard. You want to play the game. Every waking minute of your life, you're looking to play the game, whether it be with a catch and pass here, messing around, tackling.
Just got to love it.
You've got to love it. You've got to love it. And even then, that's not. But to get through, that's one of the key ingredients. You've got to love it. You've got to have there's loads of ingredients. You've got to have a good support network around you. Your mum and dad have got to be really supportive, because you don't get hardly any money out of it.
No.
You'll be eating like a horse. They might need
you
might need taking to training 3 or 4 times a week, and then you got to sit around for a couple of hours and bring them home.
Especially if you're out of town as well.
We had a lot of players coming in from Wigan when we were doing it. But so we had to, because of where we were, like geographically, to get any success, which we did have, we were looking for a different type of player.
Right. So Dave, you leave Widnes.
Obviously,
like, unfortunately, COVID comes around, mate.
To say the least. Not just for me, for the world.
And rugby league sort of isn't
went into isolation.
No sport's good without fans. Let's not lie, is it?
No, it's nothing.
No,
nothing.
It isn't.
They did everything.
So let's pretend that they're going to exist.
And
in the last week or two, I definitely didn't know. Even though I was sports.
But
the news, of course I did. News was brought. You're back home. So how does coming home come about?
Well, earlier this year, I'm married now. I live in Halifax, and my wife, she's a Halifax girl, and my wife Nicola, she said the club advertised for foundation board trustees, a volunteer role, and I seen it. I thought, go with it. I think, with the experience I had and the experience I'd gained working for myself in different things, I thought, I could add a bit of value to that. I might enjoy that as a little hobby, getting involved in the charitable arm of the club. And certainly, because they were looking for someone that had a commercial background that could become a new sort of just a meeting once every month. It might be a nice little way back in. So we did that, had an interview,
Oh, so it was
Oh yeah, it's official. Yeah,
real
yeah, yeah.
fun.
I applied, put my CV in an interview, and the board asked me would like to join the trustees, and me. It sort of lit the fire really in me. You know, I started going to a few games and that,
Okay.
and I thought all that was part of my history.
Yeah.
You know, and a great part of
Yeah.
me journey. Uh, and it was Nicola really that sort of said, "You should do that. You should do that. That's a big, you know, you'd be good at that.
Right.
You know, you'd be obviously think a lot of you at the club and whatever." I hung around and then we started meeting her, started going to some games and watching when it's over in Yorkshire or
Yeah.
things like that. He actually led the team out. When the year we got married, the lads organised me to be the mascot much
Right.
up at Halifax.
Yeah.
We were all up there in
I love that.
hospitality. And Pete Emmett comes over with a kit for me. As soon as I seen him with a bag of
You
bloody
knew,
hell,
did you?
I didn't even cross my mind. And Dom, my mate,
Yeah.
he was like on the Scoutsy journey, he was my best man. I
Yeah.
had him and old pal. And he came over and said, "Got a surprise you there." I said, "I don't know what this is." I said, "It better fit." I never made up because he
Yeah.
thought he's going to look a mess in this. And he's got to lead the team out. And I did it all in good spirit.
Yeah.
Like, and luckily for me, Liam Clark, it was a good friend of mine,
Yeah. He's a
and
good lad.
organised a nice kit.
Yeah.
And I got it on. I'm like, "Hey, Clark, it's not bad, this." He said, "You look all right."
Yeah.
And I had to go back in the hospitality suite. He got me up on the stairs. You looking forward to seeing? Oh, it's funny. We had a great laugh.
Cool. Is there
Great
still
laugh.
people around at Halifax from when they were in Super League? Did you build a connection with anyone there?
No,
No.
no, it was
It's a shame that, isn't it?
yeah, and they're a
Yeah.
great club, Halifax, and you know
I
I've
think
visited a couple
Huddersfield
of
are trying to
times.
have the Shay, aren't they? Is that a rumour? That I think
No,
they were
no,
there.
they bought it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Ken Davies bought it.
Yeah.
They've it's a decent ground.
Yeah.
You know, good. It's a proper rugby club.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Halifax. You know,
Yeah.
when you go there, you meet some nice people.
Yeah.
They're Halifax sports and that, and we witness. So I've been the last couple of years there.
To get grief when you were on stage, like,
Oh no, I give it them.
did you?
I was like playing tough guy, comedy tough guy. I can't wait to get out there and get stuck right into the shower. All that garbage.
Oh, I love that.
And the lads would have sat down and said, "Hey, that don't look bad." And you that kid said, "I know."
I don't-
Could hardly walk. But we was all in fun.
Yeah,
We had a good laugh.
brilliant. So
Good laugh.
what ended up being maybe a dipping in the toe was jumping in without armbands, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Well, that it started gauging me. It started thinking about it a bit more. You know, I can look back now and see
Feel
how it ended
reattached
up.
as well because you can see it in your eyes. Like
Yeah, yeah,
it's nice to be back.
yeah. It's brilliant,
Yeah,
brilliant to be back. And when I was made up when they appointed Tim,
yeah.
I thought, good appointment,
So Tim
good
loves the
appointment.
town, but the rugby town
Yeah,
love
yeah,
Tim, don't they?
yeah, yeah.
It's
He's a good guy.
it's very two ways. I'm not sure Tim gets that
Yeah,
because he's pretty modest, isn't he?
yeah,
He's jovial,
yeah.
but he's modest, and
No, he's
I
very
don't
well
I don't think he
regarded
realizes the
in the
reason.
game in general,
Yeah,
but in
especially in
witness,
this. Yeah, he is.
he's a. And even when he was a young lad, and that I always said when I first like come across him and he's seen him on a mic and how he can do how he interacted with people and everything. So he's a CEO.
Yeah,
You know, one day he'll be the CEO of this club, and he'll be a bloody good one as well. And, you know, and he's got his chance now,
yeah,
and he got in touch with me after he started. Texted him, wished him good luck and see how he, and he said, "I'm desperate for, I need you to come work with me."
right.
Looking for the commercial side because that's not his bag.
Yeah,
You know, he's in the other areas. And again, Nicola said to me, "So go for it."
no, I don't like that, mate. I suppose that makes it twice as easy, knowing you've got that support as well, doesn't it?
100%.
Because it's not round the corner, mate,
No,
is it?
no.
And obviously, I know a little bit of your family, so it's a double opportunity for you.
Yeah,
You're back
spending
in
more
the club,
time.
and
Yeah,
you get to see
yeah.
your kids and grandkids as well. So it's a nice touch. But so
Win-win.
what's the role, mate?
officially, I'm the commercial partnership manager.
Right.
But obviously, I'm looking after all things commercial.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're only on week 2 at the moment, but I've absolutely loved it.
Which stand is the Dave Rolt stand? Is it not that far?
No,
Yeah.
no, that'll never exist. Might in our living room,
Yeah. Yeah.
in my head,
That coffee machine is
in
the
my
Dave Rolt machine.
in my head. But there's good energy around the club, which is brilliant to see, because you need that. There's a good energy around the coaching setup. Alan's a positive guy, and we've got aspirations around of moving the club forward.
Yeah, a good go with it.
Yeah, the board of directors that's in situ as we speak, who came in such trying circumstances for all the right reasons.
Yeah.
For all the right reasons, I've done a great job.
Yeah.
And they've stabilised the club. And not only stabilised the club, but steadily managed to grow the club. Like the year 2023, 24, 25, the crowds have, it might only by like a couple of hundred.
Yeah.
But the crowds are growing.
Right.
And so that's a great base.
Yeah.
To be like last season, we broke even.
Yeah.
And when I first heard that, Roger said to me, he said, "Oh, we actually broke even last year."
The fans know that, Dave.
Exactly. And I'm thinking, what a great soundbite that is.
Yeah. Will you have license to put that out there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. As a board of directors, I think that's something they should be extremely proud of.
I can't imagine.
Because I bet there's not many.
No.
I'd settle for that.
I don't think many fans would know that.
No. And it's a
yeah.
It's a genuine fact. And it's a great board. It's a great sort of foundation that they've laid, with how they've managed the budgets, etc. And
he gets some stick as well, don't he?
Some stick.
He got us out of some big holes.
Yeah, but when when you'll have other clubs that are racking up debts and spending money that they haven't got,
don't have,
and potentially having a team on the park, we've been there and done that, and that's not
doesn't work, mate.
You can't, I'm happy where we are. I think they've done a brilliant job. Each and every one of them. They're all in it for the right reasons because they've got the club at heart. And, myself and Tim have come in now and we're hoping to work alongside Alan and to sort of give it a push.
Yeah.
Because I'm sick and tired of people like, us not even been in the conversation. Everyone's getting mentioned that these are potential lists, these can do that.
Not many bigger clubs than us, though, is there?
Absolutely not. Yeah. Not in my not in my mind.
No, mate, there's not. Well, someone.
If you don't, push it.
Yeah.
You've got to shout it from the rooftops, and you've got to put our case. And like I said the other night when I was on a different podcast, we're not there to make the number. We're a great club, great rugby league club, and a great rugby league town. Yeah. And that's what our game's built on. Places like Widnes.
Yeah. I get what people say.
Celebrate that.
We should. Where they say the change of ownership and that. It's deleted history. I'm sorry it hasn't.
Yeah.
We're steeped in heritage.
Absolutely.
We're steeped in
absolutely
history and success. Just because it's been a while since it's come back round doesn't mean we've not had it.
No.
We've only been a minuscule away. The one thing I'd say, and it probably going to put you on, but rugby league's an expensive sport to attend, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
And not just Widnes at times, but the product doesn't always come across like it's worth the ticket money. But
that's a challenge.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and one that everyone's facing, by the way.
Yeah.
So our fans can't be thinking it's just us; it's everyone in it. But fundamentally, if we don't, and I'm involved, if we don't go, we can't more.
Exactly.
Because we're not contributing.
Yeah.
Are we?
Yeah.
So, but I know lads that do go. And listen, you can't please everyone, Dave. That's the life we're in.
Yeah.
But I think if you'd give out and out Widnes fans what we've got now, back at that Fev game, I think they'd have ripped your arm off for it, wouldn't they?
Absolutely.
So let's be careful what we wish for, basically.
Yeah, definitely. But we're in a good position that's come off to an opportunity to push the club forward off the back of some real excellent stewardship by the board.
Yeah,
that's give us the foundation now. Let's see if we can galvanise that. Yeah. Get a bit of magic back involved in it, and build off the back of it, because you know, that's a fact. A fact of life is the cost of going to any sporting event.
It's a dear do.
It's a deal do.
It is.
No, even if you just go into life, it's a deal all do. So you've got to be appreciative of that.
Yeah.
And so that means you've got to be appreciative of your fans more, and do the best to build to make them feel loved. And the same with your sponsors.
Yeah.
And then you've got to do your very best to make them understand what the situation is, and to try to give as good a value as you possibly can.
Yeah.
You know, within the restraints that you find yourself.
Yeah. And that's where that soundbite, what you just mentioned, I think that helps with that, don't you?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Because people are quick enough to say what we're not doing well.
Yeah.
Well, that's something it is to be proud of, isn't it?
Yeah, you take a look through, you know, it's not easy to discuss any other clubs, but I'll tell you now, there's plenty of swap places.
100%. Yeah, no, 100%. I don't even think you need to look through, but you just need to look at the product on the pitch for one, don't you?
Yeah.
I think this IMG thing's allowed teams to relax, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Because some of them games have been.
Yeah.
But I'm not a player. I don't know the situation and that. And for two, like, we're not a million miles away, are we?
No, we're not.
So I think if you, I think you, like, your honesty in that, Dave, and the club are an honest club now, aren't we? And we're pretty transparent.
Absolutely.
So, right, mate, that time of the chat, now you're back.
Yeah.
Got some daft questions.
Oh, go on, mate. I'm all ears.
So, on or off the pitch, mate, do you have any pre-game superstitions?
On or off the pitch?
Yeah. While you were playing, did you have any?
The only superstition I used to have when I was playing, and it was from like a young age, even up to like leaving home, you know, and that my mum used to bless me before every game.
Yeah. Right. I like that. Because it meant something then, didn't it? Yeah. No, I love that, mate. I like that. So the next word is different for everybody.
Yeah.
But the toughest player you played with, and again, so you might not know who they are, but you may remember a club and a number they played, but you might not know the name.
Even like an amateur.
Yeah. Some of the toughest players you'll play against, probably.
There was a player I played against him for Lower House or St. Bede's. One of them was playing open edge, and we were playing at Langworthy, and they had this loose forward called Mal Redican, and you know, he looked a little bit out of shape. He had a decent pair of hands and that, carrying a little bit of weight and everything. And he whacked, and it was only like, I can't believe it. That's a company that got smashed by it. See, you know, because he was a bit naive and everything. And he was a great big international.
Oh,
I'm international. We didn't know.
Yeah.
But he was like countries.
Yeah, you know.
He got killed not long after that in the shooting incident in Manchester. Yeah.
Oh,
but even another one when I was younger, it was a guy called Dave Carter playing for. He was playing for the RNA. I was playing the Winners' Cup, the Open Age. And I was a young lad playing for Lower House, and we were playing against the RNA, the Navy club, in the what was the worst club became the Winners' Cup, in it. And we were looking. You don't know anyone, do you? You know, these are like men. We were like 18. These were like the 30s, maybe. And this guy comes out second row, not a great deal, you know, not like a huge one, quite a slender fella. And he wore a skull cap, proper old skull cap, you know, like the canvas ones that they used to have. I don't think he deserves it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Carried the ball like a steam train. And when he whacked you, you didn't brief.
Right.
It's
not that, even it, like, even if he was 20 and you were only 18, that's still a big gap, isn't it?
Oh, he was in.
But he was.
I would say he was in.
He's got the smart and the ability, and he.
Yeah, great, tough player. I always remember it.
Anyone you played with that you were?
There was a tough player.
Yeah.
As in, one of the toughest players I played with was a lad called Mark Douglas, and he was like an all-round sport for St. Bede's, open edge. And it wasn't that he was like quite the opposite. He wasn't aggressive at all. And but what an engine he had. Never took a backward step. He'd take the carries. He'd come in and you'd be like, wondering whether to take a carry, me and Dom at prop, coming off your line and everything.
Yeah.
Next thing he'd just come in between. He'd be playing at fullback, take it. And not just once,
Yeah.
every time.
Right, just keen.
Keen, good player, tough player. Never took a backward step.
Yeah. Was that a regular thing from a back three player when because you only had two subs, and when you were off, weren't you?
No,
Rolling, was it?
No, you could go. They could interchange.
Could you like?
Yeah,
you
could
could
interchange.
roll though. Yeah, you could come.
Yeah,
back
but you only
on.
had two subs.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But you could come off 4 times there and go back.
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Right. Okay. You still need your back three to do that, though, don't you?
Yeah. Well, we were blessed at St. Bede's. We had some fabulous players, and there was another one was like in a different era where with a little bit more luck could have made a good money out the game, made a good career out the game. That lad called Matty Conroy. He was an Irish lad.
Yeah.
Played for the
Is
Bedes.
that Robbie's dad?
I'm not sure.
Right.
He still lives in Widnes. He's
Yeah.
still involved with the Hornets. He's on
Yeah.
the committee, I think,
it
of the
is,
Hornets.
yeah.
Matty, still see him regular.
Yeah.
But what a player he was.
Right.
Because he had a bit of size as
Yeah.
well. He was a big, thick set lad, quick,
Right.
fast feet. Only knew one way,
Yeah.
straight.
Oh,
Took some stopping. He was a fullback.
yeah. Was it?
Yeah.
It's like you said, though, if you slipped the net in that age group, mate, there was no going back then, was there?
No.
So
I don't know whether Matty came to the game later on.
yeah.
But he was a some player, Matty.
Right. No, I like that. So what's your favourite away ground you've either played at or been to? And do you like the older grounds?
I'll tell you one ground that I was pleasantly surprised at. Hull's ground.
The Boulevard or the new
No,
one?
no, the new
The
one.
new one.
Yeah, pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
Lovely facility, really well organised, great customer service. When I visited there, with Widnes, was well impressed. It's a fabulous ground. That
Right.
you always got a nice warm welcome there, and I think because you probably wasn't expecting it,
Yeah.
that
So
was
you got a
why
surprise.
you reminded. Yeah, they were
All
good.
right. Don't often get that. I get Headingley a lot.
Yeah, Headingley. Yeah, Headingley.
Really popular. Headingley.
Yeah, Headingley.
But the thing,
I would say Hull.
yeah. But you're not meant to enjoy an away ground the way.
Oh no.
So it's
not
like
at all.
yeah. He probably wouldn't say it if I didn't ask, but yeah, like I remember. Do you remember the Willows?
Oh yeah.
Changing
Lots of
room
times.
bleach,
Yeah,
under
yeah.
the stand,
Just under the stand. Yeah.
3 years on one peg.
Yeah.
And that's how the winning ground
Yeah.
to be. So if there's a player from any generation that you could have played alongside, or you could have signed at Widnes, who would it have been?
Can you play alongside? That's actually took it on.
Would it?
Yeah, for me.
Yeah, because literally was an idol to your mate, wasn't he?
He was, yeah, Dougie. Yeah, as a player.
Right. So if you could tell a younger Dave something,
Yeah.
what would it be and why?
Rugby wise,
Anything.
It'd certainly be to follow your dreams without any shadow of a doubt. Believe in yourself, and enjoy the friendship of the people that you make along the way, and learn from everyone here, every factor of your life. You learn, you realise how much you're learning and absorbing information, and how much that'll shape you, for later in life. And I came across a quote the other day, and I thought, I like that, really, and I actually made a note of it. And it was a dead simple thing. And it was, nobody cares how much you know until they know how much you care.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
It's touching, actually.
Yeah, it is good, isn't it?
It's
Great. I think it's a lovely quote, and it's like, it sort of resonates with me, because a lot of people can talk a good game.
Yeah.
But that's all they're doing, talking a good game, But once they realise that you care and it's genuine, then they start to buy in.
Yeah.
And they start to sort of listen to what you've got to say.
Yeah. Well, that's, I suppose, what I was getting on about with the tickets before. It's easy for me to say because I don't go to the games
Yeah,
anymore, and I'm closer to Witness than you are, but I'm not in Witness.
yeah, yeah,
But there, I suppose for fans, there are ways around a single ticket match day, isn't there?
yeah.
So like your season
Well,
tickets
it's
and
like that,
stuff.
and it's like you can look at football, and I think one of the challenges football's got going forward. There's that much external money coming into the game that their match day revenue, as a percentage of like the income into a club, is shrinking all the time. You know, that's a fact.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a
It's well
fact.
publicised as well as
Yeah,
not being.
that's a fact, and that they've got to be careful that that doesn't have a detrimental effect on how they treat the fans because they're the lifeblood of the game,
Yeah,
no matter what,
yeah,
how much extra. But that's a way they're game. Now in rugby, and that's in Championship or Super League,
yeah,
your season tickets are still a huge part of your budget.
yeah,
You know, a major part of your budget that comes at a time when there's no other income coming into the club.
yeah.
You know that thing. So
Like off-season stuff.
yeah,
Yeah,
that sort of thing where you can set your budgets and that. So we, you know, one of the things that this we should be proud of at the club is that our attendances are growing year on year on year,
yeah,
and as a consequence, the season tickets have been growing year on year and year, and that's not something that many clubs can talk about, and that is one of the ways that undoubtedly the the cost of everything is a challenge for us all, isn't it?
yeah,
You know, and no more than we're exactly the same, aren't we?
yeah,
And so the two ways that you can look at it, the season ticket is a huge influence on the club,
yeah,
you know, and at the same token, that you're getting into a game, you know, for £18 with a season ticket
yeah,
purchase. But not just that, that's securing, you know, that's a huge part of the club
yeah,
that they're relying on. And the club obviously realise that they've got to play their part and like provide value for that and
yeah,
be appreciative of that. You know, so at the moment we're like doing okay on the season tickets for this year, but we want to try and push it.
yeah,
You know, and we've got the early bird price is a couple of weeks away from ending at the end of November.
right,
So obviously we want to try and galvanise that and continue the growth of the club.
yeah,
And the easiest way to we can do that and what makes it a more cost-effective way to watch the club is by purchasing a season ticket.
yeah,
And I can't emphasise that as
yeah,
much. You know, whatever we saw last year, we want to sell more this
yeah,
year because that helps us to grow.
yeah,
And when the club's growing like it is, and hopefully I can help drive the commercial side up,
yeah,
you know, then all of a sudden Alan's budget's a little bit bigger next year, and the first team can be that little bit, have a little bit more money spent on it,
yeah,
and we can build a better squad that might push us up to challenging, and we can build off the back of that.
yeah,
But it all comes off that.
yeah,
It all comes off that, and the clubs, you know, from the club's perspective, we've got to appreciate that,
yeah,
and we've got to do our best that when people come to the game, you know, they come into the home of
yeah,
the club.
yeah. No, I get that, and I know how incredibly blessed we are. Like a lot of our memories there were from
Yeah,
playing, aren't they? But fundamentally, there might be kids there that just haven't got it in them to want to play, but love the game.
yeah, yeah.
They'll just have as good memories by making mates at the game
Absolutely,
and like
absolutely.
meeting
And the
parents.
parents,
Yeah,
you're going to games with your mum and dad,
it's
and
just another
you know
avenue,
you
isn't it?
get like our age or my age, and your mum and dad aren't here,
Yeah,
and you realise that so many of the fondest and clearest memories you've got are
them
associated with rugby,
seats.
yeah?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
With your parents.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
No, definitely, mate. Right, so if you were out having a beer, mate, with missus, friends, before you get on stage at Halifax in a witness kit,
yeah.
the microphone thing you have,
Who needs friends like that?
what song are you giving us?
Oh, me, I've got a song.
Have you? Yeah,
That's like,
is that the
yeah,
go-to?
that's my go-to. Yeah,
Right, I like that, mate.
that's it. And then I've given it quite a few
Yeah, I
occasions,
don't
like,
like it.
and somehow how my life's unfolded, it it sort of for me it resonates a little bit with, you get down, you get up.
Yeah, everyone has a challenge, mate. It's just someone's challenge. There's
Sometimes
nothing.
life knocks you back,
Yeah,
things happen in your life and it knocks you down, but There's only
finds a
one
way of
solution.
getting you back
Yeah,
up,
you've got
doesn't
to
it?
get up,
Yeah.
and
No,
that is what life is.
yeah. So before we go on to a 1 to 13,
Yeah.
I've no doubt people want to sponsor you. Like, have you got a sponsor at the club, or is backroom teams get
Oh,
sponsored as well?
absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they're all part of it. Yeah, and I've got my own personal sponsor,
Right.
and I'm sponsored by Zini Engineering Group.
Okay.
New to the club this year.
Yeah.
A thriving engineering group in Halifax.
Yeah.
And I've got to make sure that they get appreciated and they get a good journey at the club, and hope to, that's not a one-hit wonder. That's a long-term relationship that we can grow between Zini Engineering Group and Widnes Vikings, and make them feel part of the family, feel the love.
Yeah, no, I like that, Dave. And obviously, they're investing in you as much as the club, aren't
I'd
they?
like to think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what 1 to 13 are we going to go with, mate? How do you want to?
Well, I've thought long and hard about this, because there's so many ways where you go for, like, your all-time favourite, whatever it may be. And I was even thinking of the Super League era. Would you go for your favourite 1 to 13? I've ended up going for the 1 to 13, and just as an example, if it needs to be raised, just as an example of how much of a hotbed Widnes is for rugby talent, whether they're playing for Widnes Vikings at this moment in time or not, they're playing the trade elsewhere.
Yeah.
But they started the journey.
Right, I like that.
They started the journey, and so I've gone through 1 to 13. This is my own personal choice.
Yeah.
I think makes a decent team, and they're all currently playing Super League. A couple of lads in Championship, but have played Super League. At the moment they're playing in Championship, and there's a couple Widnes born and bred, and there's a couple of lads that came into the Widnes system, none of you have ever played in the Widnes system, and then moved on.
Okay.
After that, so I've got one fullback, Jack Owens, current club captain. On the wings, I've gone for John Bennison, and Keenan Brand, who's just had a fabulous season. Late, brilliant season. I'd love to see him kick on. Keenan, good lad, and he came to us from the Pats. Nobody wanted him when he was 16, and we seen somewhere in him and gave him a pathway, and actually broke his leg on his had high hopes that he was going to have a great debut and everything. He broke his leg on debut, his first team debut. But to see him bounce back, and some of his performances on the wing for Lee last year, good on you. Good on you, proud of you. In the centres, got some real quality in the centres. Matt Percival, and Harry Robertson. Halfbacks, I've put Harry Smith to 6, the current England half, and I've got to go with Tom Gilboa at 7. Got to go with Gilly at 7. Front row, Sam Walters. I've got, even though I have some options at 9, quite a number of options at 9, I've gone with Chris Atkin at 9.
Right.
Because he had to be in the team for me. I think he's a good player.
He is.
Good player. Great. He was good at Widnes. I'd love to see Chris back at Widnes one day. Number 10, one of the hottest front row prospects in the game, Joe Delaney. Born and bred, mad Widnes fan. Him in the town team, phenomenal. Phenomenal, and he played at under 11s just like he plays now.
Right.
I think I'd love to have seen him have a go against the Aussies this year. I think he might have given us a bit. Well, I think he might have given us a bit. He doesn't back down from nothing. But his day will come. Our second rows have gone Adam Lawton, Matt Whitley, and I've gone Jared O'Connor at 13. Now, there's plenty of miss there, but that's what I wanted to highlight. That's what this town gives to the game. So it's important that the game is, looked after in this town. Massively important, the community clubs, and it's also the club has a part to play in that. The club's been around 150 years. They've got a part to play in that. And
we'll be around for another 150.
Let's hope so. We need to make sure that we're looking after the game in this town. The clubs like that, community clubs are, because that's what we turn out. That quality of player. There's not many others could say that.
No. No,
Not many, not and I mean, not many
no, I
others.
know, mate. Yeah,
Wigan had pushed us
very few.
close.
Yeah,
Well, you know,
maybe Leeds.
Wigan can knock it out. Leeds,
Maybe in it.
yeah,
Yeah,
but look at the size of them
yeah,
organisations.
yeah, yeah.
To win this.
Where we are.
But pound for pound, they couldn't get anywhere near that.
Yeah,
They were sitting. Leeds are sat in a 2 million population,
yeah.
and every kid in Yorkshire wants to play for
Play
Leeds,
for Leeds. Yeah,
just like a lot. Most players want to play for Wigan.
yeah,
This side of the
yeah,
fence. But we add value, 100% add value, and we should be proud of that.
yeah.
And I think it's our duty to look after the game in this town.